Yeah, it is. Cool.
We're
It says
on,
live.
right? It
Says
says,
live.
hey.
We did it! Take
Yay!
Is it like Sailor? No, Wonder Woman.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
exactly with the shields, the arm guards.
Or like Xena the Warrior. Do you know her?
Yeah.
Do I?
She has like Madonna concerts. The boobs again are back, you know.
Oh, the boobs are back, baby.
And she's so strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah. So, Caroline, I wanted to hear what you wanted to share with you today.
You cheat. You cheat. Yeah, well, talking about boobs and books and openings and walls and what do our bodies know? And what are our bodies aware of on a day when we feel really, really sluggish and it's all really, really, really heavy? And what
I really I love when you say heavy and your voice gets deeper and then it's like, well, that's a really lovely heavy. That's like let's sit down and just get under the covers and just be like, that's a more fun heavy when you just changing it with just your voice.
Yeah, it's not the sloth in Zootopia, you know, when the person is waiting for the paper and the sloth is going so slow. So no, that's more fun with
Zootopia.
Zootopia is wonderful. I love the music from that. Yeah, and it's interesting. I think I was saying earlier about walls and things, and that I suppose relates to our whispers and murmurings and spaces of books about the lava flows and how Mother Earth is reacting to us as human beings and human bodies on her surface. And methinks that sometimes she's just like a mother with a tantrum child, but so many tantrum or children having tantrums all over the place, she's kind of getting exasperated, and it's starting to. I mean, yeah, it's what we were talking about earlier was Iceland and the little fishing village that they've actually created a wall to protect it from the lava flows that are being spat quite amazingly from Mother's Earth's centre. And yeah, and what are our bodies, how are our bodies actually reacting to that, I wonder? You know, because it's somewhere that isn't necessarily where you are, does not mean to say that your body isn't aware of it. Because we all know we're connected. We're a bit like the synapses in the brain. We're all connected.
We really are. Yeah, I mean, I knew, and Mo is here. Hi, Mo. You know, Mo has been sending me these not lovely, but these videos from Gaza this week. And Mo is in Algeria, so lots of love to all the Algerian people in our group and all over the world that, you know, because it's not just in Algeria. My mom's second husband was Algerian, so I have a very special place in my heart for Algeria. And maybe some of us have been aware of the missiles and the strikes in Gaza. I mean, my body was definitely telling me, you know, talking about body awareness, even how we're all connected. And so I would love for us to kind of do an energetic body massage to each other and use the fact that we're all connected to our advantage, to have more fun, to flow energies, to feel like get out of the sense of overwhelm and helplessness that maybe some of us are either feeling ourselves or perceiving that others are feeling about this. And so Mo and anybody else that's on and watching this live, feel free to join us with this. And let's also include everybody that might watch this later or anytime in the future. That just lighten things up.
It's got huge.
More energy. Let's expand beyond it. You know, and for some of us, it might be a bit of a prayer. You know, it might be just an ask, sending out an intention. For Shaima, she was posting something earlier this week about being an allowance and just the sweetness of that, where everything's just an interesting point of view, including everything that we're feeling and thinking and everything that's coming up for us. And what really inspired this, and I gotta give Caroline credit, what inspired this was not just the stuff going on this week in the world. It's this woman this way, her boobs inspired this. And so we were like, well, it's just unacceptable that I can't be all up on them right now. So how could I change that? So yes, there's this whole having goodwill toward other men and women and children around the world. There's that, absolutely. And, you know, I'm going to get to play with Caroline's boobs while we're flowing energy.
The beauty goddess. Acknowledging the beauty goddess of our bodies.
Mm-hmm. And that's all of our bodies. I mean, really, whatever shape, size, all the nooks and crannies, like all of our bodies are these antenna for what's going on right now and for what's coming in the future too. And we can talk about that, but let's have a bit of a play and let's see if we can together create something different, because man, is it heavy. And what if it could be that sexy heavy of Caroline's voice, just with the syrupy honey tones, you know, like instead of the This morning I was like, oh my gosh, this world right now. What else is possible? So,
well, you're still open, you know, you're still open anyway.
I literally do this to be like, bring it in.
Come on, baby.
Come on. The yoga pose, you know.
It's yes. Starlight, star bright. First star I see tonight. I wish
stars get in.
What's the rest of that poem?
I have no idea, but the books are here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the books and the boobs are here.
People. And your stars? Yeah.
From chaos, stars are born.
Yes.
And there's a question of life and death in this book that I would like to talk about when it's gonna be time.
Yeah.
In messages from books community.
But we're perceiving it. I mean, I think every single day we are choosing to live or die. We are choosing to be more of ourselves or to destroy ourselves. And so let's play. I'm gonna go like this, and then maybe a little bit like that, and then maybe a little bit like that, because I want to maybe get some of the Séverine down here, a little bit of that. I think I win today. This is a really nice bra. So it's probably just the bra.
Yeah, our bodies need the support.
Yeah, darling. There's lots of kind of support, baby.
We could be lifted out of the heaviness. And in case y'all haven't figured it out yet, the energy flow is already happening. Like this is already doing its thing. And one of the most healing things is laughter. So I hope our silliness and irreverence is making you giggle a little bit. Because man, I was talking to Caroline and Séverine, and I was like, can we laugh some more together, please? Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's like losing your mojo in, you know, this guy. He lost his mojo. Austin Powers.
Well, I was going to say, I was like, you got to be specific. There's a lot of people and guys who've lost their mojo, women too. I certainly have at different points in my life where you're just like, I'm here for what reason exactly?
Austin Powers lost his mojo, you know,
he did.
And he's still like weirdly sensual and confident and like groovy baby, and I'm just
like he's saying groovy baby.
Groovy baby. You know, and
he doesn't do it as well as you do, darling.
Yeah, and you know, this woman is like a model, and she's just you know, and what is, and still is so confident and lost his mojo, but going for it anyway. And it's
go
all
for it. Like,
adventure.
this is what I know is possible. This is what I'd really like. And so not waiting for you to have that motivation or your mojo before you choose to have your mojo, like choosing it first and it starts showing up. So yeah, I mean, that reminds me a lot of Tantra and it being really about being more woken up and alive with your body. Even just saying it right now, my body's like, wait, what was that? Like,
you ready to do the wave, darling?
Yeah, I start, you know me in my wave. I start activating it and my body's like, hello. Like even right now. And that totally connects to Caroline talking about the waves of the lava and everything and us soaring beyond together.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we're in the soaring beyond definition group. What? You think we
It's
might
a
be
fire wave.
waves
I like
together?
this energy of fire wave, liquid wave, like it's liquid but fire, and it's still a wave.
Oh, and that seems to be the theme this week because yesterday's being a different possibility for families call, the fire came up there, and we were talking about it in the context of using images in different classrooms and in nurseries and things, like having dragons on the walls. Like I would love to walk into a nursery and it be dragons and a child knowing that they can just burn anything in their path that will get in their way from having the life that they'd really like in doing that early at infancy, and in schools for them to play with dragons of all different colors and ice dragons and fire dragons and the little wings and the big wings and all this stuff. I think that would be really, really cool. I love How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh yes.
That's there too. And there's just so many different, that's part of why I love the Pegasi and things and them flying. That's a fantastical creature that has always resonated with me. It's like, let's fly over all of this. And then when you add the fire elements to it, what if we could all be that with our bodies right now? So are we willing?
Yeah, like Tantra is being the presence of and the joy of being alive now.
Now instead of this, it's like
and bounce on.
If your bodies are
It's
moving
like
with this too,
or
put it in the chat. Sorry, Caroline, go ahead.
No, it's cool. It's like we're gliding on the surfboard of consciousness right over the top, right over into the soft, into the unknown. Are we willing to? Because our bodies know. I mean, actually, you've got your own inner compass, and your compass is geared to the Earth's inner compass of the true Earth and the true nature all around us. So how does it actually get more amazing than that when you're willing to go with that frequency? And it's like a frequency surfboard, isn't it? With whether it's lava flows or whether it's water flows or whether it's ice flows as in frozen and elemental flows of whatever. And those as well.
You're not serious, Siris. Come on.
Oh, are we doing tongue flows?
That's why my parents didn't call me Sirius. They called me Siris because they were like, that you? That Sirius? Oh, it's like, no.
We can ask a lot of questions to Siri, Most of the time in France, when people are discovering you, I'm talking about your classes, at the beginning, they say Siri. And I'm just, that's not the computer when you're asking questions to receive information. But in a way, you can ask her questions and she can facilitate you and add more ease and clarity. So maybe.
I always joke that it's Siri with an S because I'm smarter than Siri. So that's what the extra S is for. And then people are like, that's clever. And I was like, and that's true. But I think we all are smarter than Siri and smaller than the technology. We just don't want to actually acknowledge it. So we're actually really aware and we know a lot more than
and it's more about having that trust thing with ourselves and
our bodies.
Yeah, I know. I mean, bodies know how to do lots of things that we don't actually have to talk them through, like having babies, like having sex, like having things when you lose control. What was that? Oh, I know that's not up your street. It's okay. I'm so sorry, darling. You're far too young to have this conversation.
But no, there's class in Switzerland where if you want to learn more about sex education, it's possible. Like
Only in Switzerland, huh? I guess that's where I need to move.
That's the only place that. Yeah. My mouth
Maybe
zippers on.
There's probably other places, but yesterday I was hearing about it again, that if you want to know more on something you don't know, like we're supposed to know how to do all of this, and actually sometimes people are not knowing or are not comfortable with this. So would they dare to go to a school to know more about it? And
I would so be there. I feel like every day of my life is the school about bodies and energy and sexualness and being enlivened and just living, all of it. So it's like, if I could go to school like that, oh yeah. I mean, that's part of why I created the Academy for the Seen and Unseen, because I didn't see that school anywhere else. And so I was like, let's be lit up. Like, if you could have tools to address all the stuff that they didn't actually talk to you about in school, but that actually is what you need to like soar and be and thrive and be happy and connect with people who you actually want to connect with, and let go of all the BS and the crap that is not what you want to connect to, but we often latch onto and then lock in our bodies. I mean, that's what the Academy is all about. And I'm just so glad it's back. Oh, did you guys not get the memo? The Academy's back. So yay. And many of you are in the Academy and don't even realize it. If you're in the Expansive Energies group, you're in the Academy. What? Yeah. And I guess we can put the Academy link in there. I'll put it in there. But, and also if you're in the Messages from Books community, you're in the Academy. If you're one of my coaching clients, you're in the Academy. Gosh, there's so many other aspects of it that I'm like blanking. Now it's like, oh, wow, the Academy's here. The Academy's like, ladies, we're having a foursome with the Academy. Forget this threesome, as much as I love the boobage. And yeah, just,
do we have to add a number? We replace it, or
nice one.
Foursome?
Nice one.
We might have to change the title of this call.
They're gonna look for the fourth element, but it's gonna be an unseen one.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Are we having fun with invisible?
Yeah, those unseen again.
You know, and then there's, well, if everyone in the Soaring Beyond Definition group is a part of the Academy.
Yeah.
Like this is the foyer. This is the entranceway for the Academy. So thank you for everyone that's in the Soaring Beyond Definition group. But yeah, I mean, it's like have you seen the movie The Fifth Element, which is one of my favorites?
I love that film.
It's like I should just watch that again. Like that's I'm gonna put that here.
And the Diva song is just absolutely. It's
my favorite. I never get tired of hearing it. But there's that piece of love being this fifth element. There's so many more elements than 5 though. And I feel like I know that we just keep discovering more as we keep just like acknowledging what we're aware of bodies and what we're aware of about the unseen. And it's like, even just saying, wow, I know a lot of the unseen. I perceive it. Just that one acknowledgement just soften things. Talk about softening, Caroline, that you're mentioning. It's like you go into the softness, you surf into it. It's like, let's lean into that softness even more.
And how much when we lean into the softness are we actually integrating? We're actually not bypassing it, not saying, oh yeah, that's interesting, poof, I'm off here, or off in distraction. When we actually go into soar and take that moment in the softness, or however many moments we wish to take in the softness, we're actually integrating the knowing and the knowledge that is true for each one of us as individuals or ourselves with our own body. Because the more we get to know what our own body requires, the less it's possible to be pulled into the heavy that isn't the heavy darling on the covers. It's more the other heavy that is not fun for anybody. It doesn't make us fun. And the thing is, where one person is more aware of that particular heavy and another, it can also offset relationships, offset what you're doing. It has so much impact. But when you actually begin to get to know you, which is the academy, and much of all the things we're playing with, it's all about you with you. It's not our way, Siris's way, Severine's way, my way. You know, it's about the individual, because that's what we are on the planet. We're all different, and that's the magic and the beauty of us. And it's the magic and beauty of bodies, regardless of the hang-ups, judgments, and God knows what else we've all had, or most of us have had, about looking in the mirror or not looking in the mirror or hiding or whatever it is. And I guess that's the beauty about it. It's the unseen factor, that the fourth element that we're talking about, the academy and all of that, and love and the nature is walking with us as we walk the adventures that we do that are so unique to each of us.
Yeah. I remember last year when we were doing the mermaids course in the academy. For me, I was receiving the conversation, and it was like different paths that were shared. And then I was exploring them during the call, and between the call, we were having some home plays we could explore or not our way. And I was discovering new things about me, about what I was knowing about the mermaids, and which kind of mermaid am I, and where is the mermaid's energy in my life and living, and how I can play with them. And that's where it had more magic in our everyday life, also to be aware of different possibilities and perspectives, and having really the fun, like when we were talking about the lava flows, and for me it's like a lava lake. Okay, what would does it exist a mermaid of fire that could go in lava lake? That would be so cool.
Wait a minute. Like, how do you play with me and create with me and not know a mermaid of fire? Like, I mean, let the record show, like my mother would say. Hi, Mom, wherever you are. Let the record show. Where are the arrows, like in the cartoon? Like right here. Mermaid of fire. Hello.
It's like allowing ourselves to open the wonder and curiosity. Like, we forgot a little bit that we were doing that when we were kids, imagining, but being aware of so many things. And we just let that because we are adults. But how many times I'm having so much fun with my son that is still in this awareness of play and imagination that we call imagination. And actually, sometimes I'm listening to him and just, what if it was true? Like, what if it was another layers of the everyday life and we could play with it? And like for him, playing those games of war and so on, it's like destroying and so on, but it's also the anger, it's also the fire, and there's all those energies that are flowing everywhere, and there is freedom behind. So I'm just, I'm not judging it, I'm being a witness of it, and I'm listening. And sometimes there is some gems that I just, I like that. I'm gonna keep that and look at it and play with it. So, and that's how I was, okay, the academy is opening something that I cannot comprehend with my mind. I cannot predict that what it will be, but when I'm going for it, there is a conversation that wouldn't happen if I wasn't there. So I'm going for it. So that's the messages, like messages from books community, that is contributing for me in a way. So I wonder what else.
I'm sorry,
is possible.
messages from boobs? What?
Messages from boobs where I should talk more with my boobs, like whispering to there's whispering to the ears
I can't. They're big, but I can't like go like quite to them quite yet. I mean, I guess I could, and then I want to get closer, and I can't get as close as I'd like. Like I want them to be like headphones. I think that's a target for the future.
Okay, so I think there's a link with the mojo of Austin Powers with Mini Me. So there is Mini Me Austin Power, and there is Mini Me that can go explore my body in visualization or a vision, and I can have many. For me, when I work in art therapy or relaxation therapy or the other tools, I have images, and they are like a story that is a metaphor or something, and I can play with it.
Yeah,
That's where is the joy and the fun. And sometimes there is challenges. So will they have flowers if I talk whisper to my boobs, right? If I go mini me present with my boobs?
That's funny. So I had a one article of clothing party that I threw. Yes, it was phenomenal. I would love to throw another one article of clothing party, but I haven't found enough people here. I have found some people here, but not enough people here that would be willing to do that. I threw this when I used to live in Chicago. If anyone's interested in a one article of clothing party, message me either directly or below this video, because I'm asking for this. I know it's going to happen at some point, but I bring it up because in that one article of clothing party, I had a skirt like today, but it was short, orange skirt, right? It was suede. And then I had flowers painted all the way up, and they blossomed right here. And there was the whole petals covering. And that was the one article of clothing. I only wore the skirt and body paint. And it was one of the most fun parties I've ever thrown. And I've thrown a lot of fun parties. So maybe it's time for another one article of clothing party. Maybe that could be one of the things we do at one of our threesome adventure calls.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I know you two are willing. Y'all are a bunch of perverts like me. So it's great.
The first time I was painting my face, during one of your Facebook Live with the energy of shamanism or animals and spirits, and I was just painting myself. That wasn't really pretty, like that was messy, But I was perceiving.
You know what else is messy?
That's mini me. Going everywhere. Oh, I'm laughing, I'm not serious. People will think weird things about me, but I have to go beyond the judgments of that and just being willing to present the fun. Whether I will do the mini me or not, it's not important.
Yeah. And whatever you want to call it or yourself, it's like the label and the name of it doesn't really matter. It's about the energy and the choice. And including your body in it, man. Just please include your body and yourself in there. I think so many of us, we've all had our journeys where we weren't really including ourselves in our bodies. And I just want to acknowledge that where we've all come from and where we are now, and man, where we're going. I just get that as much as we are very different women, we all have female bodies in this life, that even it doesn't stop us from receiving from each other and from being inspired from each other and creating together. And I'm just super, super grateful to each of you. And I'm really grateful to the people who've been watching us on here. And I hope that this has been a contribution to you having a little bit more lightness. I wonder who else is asking for something like this. Like, I'm looking for our group and for us in our discussions to be a beacon to kind of call like that, like, when the centaur and they call out with the horn or burr, 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 they have that in the Percy and the lightning thief too. They have the Chiron is a centaur, and he goes and he calls all the kids that are demigods to come and join and play and get educated about things and acknowledge their gifts, and it's like, let's do that. Who else is looking for that and would like a space of no judgment and irreverence and way more fun to do that, because it's kind of not so fun sometimes out in the world. And so what if we can create a haven for ourselves? So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Caroline and Séverine, for playing. Maybe we'll see
you.
y'all again in a little bit, maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks from now. I don't know. We'll pop in and out, but let us know if you have any questions about anything that we've said. And I hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world. Please flow energy and continue to flow energy for yourself, for your bodies, and for anyone that you care about in the world, and anywhere that you care about in the world, including the Gaza and what's going on there. And that's not the only place that could use some TLC right now. So let's include all of the spaces and places that are asking for us and asking for our energies. And just thank you for being willing to flow in whatever way you know how.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.